Hi, and welcome to Esther's Gardening Adventures. I'm Esther. My transition lenses are in full force in the sun. Today is a beautiful Saturday, chilly, but cool enough to keep me cool as I exercise, as I garden. And today, the goal is to start the process for a new bed in the front yard. If you recall, one of the first goals I had on my list of 5 things I want to accomplish in 2021 was to make better use of the front yard to kind of expand the beds. So this is one of the 2 beds that I really plan on building out for this coming season. Now let me take you over to see what the situation is. These are some concrete border path paver things that I got for free through the next door program. Somebody was posting they had these to give away. I stacked a whole bunch next to the house in the fall. I knew I'd want to use them for something. Or there you can kind of see there's some already in the ground. And that's because there was a log, kind of like that kind of a log there in the ground that I already had removed. And so it gave me, I will have to fill in the hole so that the pieces stay in a little bit more. And I would like them to be a little bit higher off the ground so that it can create more of a border for the, the guard for holding in the soil. But that gives you an idea of kind of what they'll look like in the ground. And the idea is to have the garden kind of come and then connect. Now I just raked up all the leaves so that we could put the cardboard down, but to have it connect to the bed that goes this way. And eventually I'd like to put these pieces all the way down the edge of this garden to kind of give it some continuity. And right where that tree is, right behind it, if you see that wooden fence, that's sort of the border of our side, and the other side is the neighbor's property. So trying to kind of make the best use of this sunny part of our yard. So first step was setting out the pavers, then raking up the leaves to create sort of a flattish space. Now I'm going to, and obviously I'm going to have to dig holes for these at some point, but next I'm going to put down the cardboard as the bottom layer and use those guys to help hold it up, as well as maybe some other rocks and other things to help keep them down until I can bring some compost and other soil to put on top of it. This is clearly not going to be enough soil, but this is a good start. I'm going to have to add a lot more. This, all of this literally has been in a tarp since I emptied out those potato bags. Remember that video where I emptied out my potato bags that had potatoes growing in them? And this is the soil. And the mix in there is good. It has Mel's mix, it has vermiculite, it has coconut coir, it has all the stuff I would want to put in that bed. Obviously, I'm going to have to amend it some, and it's got sticks and other things in it at the moment that aren't ideal. But I'm basically just going to shovel it onto the cardboard to get a sense of how much more I need. I'm going to need probably a good 3 inches of height on this bed, if not more. So I'm going to get going. All right, so the bed is made now, and well, it's started to be made. As you saw, I only have maybe like this much of thickness on it at this moment. Really, it's a matter of I have to buy a lot more stuff to fill in there to really raise it enough, like to give it enough soil to plant. I probably need at least another 2 inches. So I'm going to buy something that in Maryland you can get called LiQWYD, and it's basically composted leaves that the state or county of Montgomery County or something like that has collected the prior year, then sent to a compost facility. And I think it's regularly tested to see if it is organic and safe, and a lot of people use it. It's only like $4 for 2 cubic feet, which is a lot. So I can get like 4 bags or maybe 6 bags and fill it out for relatively cheap compared to other options. All right. So if I didn't explain before, the reason I put down cardboard first is because you want something to block out the weeds, especially if you're not doing, like with my raised beds, I do 6 inches of soil. That it kills off it kills off the weeds underneath. But I'm only doing maybe 3 inches here. And so you want cardboard to help block out the light, to help kill off the weeds. And that's why you put that down first. And it decomposes quite fast, I've heard. Now, this is my first time trying a no-dig garden that's not a raised bed, but I'm hoping it'll work well. I'm curious, have you tried a no-dig bed? And if you have, what are your tricks and tips? What have you done? I'd love to hear your thoughts, suggestions, questions, anything you have. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you aren't already a subscriber, please consider doing so, as I'm going to be showing you how this garden does over time, as well as other things. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.